having a hard time focusing on the sights for some reason.
It's a, like I said, I've got it set up for a combat hold. So you want to put your green dot on your target, not your target above it.
Not the top of the sight.
No,
on top.
no dot on
Right.
dot on your point of aim.
Oh, you already saw? No, not yet. Which target was you on there? Okay, number.
No. All right. Takes a little getting used to.
Oh, why? For some reason, my eyes are just.
That's much better.
You see that quarter man out?
Nice. Yours? What year did you
All right. Let's see how Justin handles a piece almost as old as he is. I think, yeah. Yeah, 83.
It should be fun.
Go ahead. Some of the primers sit up a little high.
I'll walk back, get going.
I don't care.
Stupid.
You put it through the same hole. You got one more click and it should. All right. So that one's just got a bad primer.
Show like that. Oh. Rotate it so we can see. Yeah, bad primer. See a primer again.
Yep. Good strike.
Solid
bet.
hit.
I'll try that again. Hold on.
For handgun?
Just see how piss poor I am at shooting this thing for target shooting. Nice shooting, Tex.
So you can see clearly the gun.
Well, let's see. I'm going to take off his right ear. Take off his left ear. Let's see.
We pierced it.
Yeah, I'm going to get his left elbow, his right elbow. Left elbow. And I'm going to get him right in the 8. Let's see, that's 5. So I'm going to put that.
That would have split his sternum.
I like the sights on this a lot better than the other one.
That last one would have right about the area above the sternum.
Yep.
I like this grip than the Smith & Wesson's grip.
Modern versus classic. There is a difference.
I gotta work on these.
Was that 5 or was that 6?
Thought that was 6.
Go ahead and squeeze that off one more time.
Then you're gonna find it's gonna go click.
Okay, never mind. Missed one in his head. Made him flinch.
Well, just keep it caught in like. Get a round stuck in the thing. Well,
I did.
the
Oh, I
case.
did. Oops. It wants to be shot fast. So
How'd that look?
a little bit stouter, but nothing serious.
Wow.
Like I said, I want to go. A little bit more of a big boy cartridge. Move on to the stuff we have to chase.
What? You want to wait? I have to wait. Can you tell me? Thank you.
Al, cylinder's getting warm.
I've been trying.
Cylinder's getting warm.
You know what I did? I just dropped the sugar drink.
Well, I've gotten the. You can't hardly touch it.
But where was I hit?
You hit him in the head, and then you hit him above the shoulder. See, that's the problem with this.
Fireballs, you say?
Yeah. And the lead ones are actually running pressure because the bullets are softer. And then we'll shoot.
Kept the lady.
Never mind, this isn't the stuff that I thought it was.
Was that 5 or 6?
That was 5.
Thought so.
All right, so some of this is the softer stuff, and some of it's not. Not hard to messing with this.
Vance, do you remember what it is exactly?
What?
Do you remember how much powder?
14 grain. Well, it's actually 15 grain, 2400 powder. That is a full bore max load.
Let's see what that was.
The neighbors,
Did I crimp that too much? Nope, it didn't crimp it enough.
okay. So,
Okay, here we go. Fun times.
You recording?
Yep. I know the ones at the bottom of the case are the ones that I just finished loading. The ones at the top are ones that have been there for a little bit.
They're just as hot though, right?
Oh, yes, they are.
Excellent.
Like I said, that's
This is gonna
a
be fun.
like I said, that's a near max. That's either at or near max load for that weight of bullet. Anyway, you could get a lot more flash if you put a 125 in there. But I like
I've got
150.
125B loads. 1,450 feet per second.
Those are supposed to be moving at about 1,400, but they're 158s.
Nice.
Supposedly.
yeah. 125 B loads. 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 125 B loads
and just one.
Yep.
Little cooker show.
You did.
You guys have a good night.
Well, which gun is this?
It is a TriStar T120. It's just an import version of the Canik Shark. The only thing difference with this one is it's not ported. The Shark is ported. I would love to get my hands on one, but I guess we're not on the best terms with Turkey with handguns anymore. So, oh well. Let's see. Here. The rest of those are all going to be in there. Okay, so this is the oldest handgun I've got. I've got the most trigger time on this, so. Let's see if I still know how to shoot this thing.
Sorry about that.
Still does okay. Look at that little crapper. Shoots just like a CZ75 if you ever shot one. Very low recoil. Obviously, a couple of those rounds are a little light on powder, but it still cycled it. It just runs and runs. Probably, honestly, needs a new spring if it's able to cycle that. But you know what? I could do better, but I don't really care. That is good
It's
enough.
still recording, so.
That's good enough for any government work.
Yeah, well, this is my first time finding one of these here. It's like a CZ clone, right?
Yep. So combat sight hold. So line up your dots. Your front dot goes on your target.
All right.
Still probably got about 3 or 4 more left at least. Holds 20.
Got it? Whoa.
Yep, I think.
5 more then.
Oop, I lied. I guess I only put.
Now, which gun is this one?
So it's called a Lion. Oh shoot. Lionheart Industries LH9. It's basically a Daewoo DB51, I think. It's a South Korean service pistol. That's the final iteration of it. It's never. I don't know if they're ever going to go ahead and try to do anything else with it or not. This is just the import version of it. This company doesn't even make them anymore. They have moved on to a different platform altogether because reasons. So shoots just fine. It actually used to be a rental gun here, and hardly anybody didn't know what it was. I said, I've got to find one of these. They weren't really. But there's one up for sale, and I went, okay, I'll buy it. So I did. So here we are. I think it holds 13. Having arthritis sucks. That's why old timers all shoot revolvers. They're just like, yeah, I don't have to worry about it. jack.
So I need a speed one of those handgun speed loaders there.
Yep. Shot this one in a while and I forgot how it shoots, honestly. The other one I was going to bring in here was my SIG, and I left it in the car. So, oh well. Let's see if I remember how it shoots. Not as easy to shoot as the other one, but it's also got an 1.5 inch less barrel and sight radius, so go figure. But still acceptable. Check all that up here in just a minute.
It's still recording, so.
Yep. Whoa. Upside down here, what are we doing?
Combat hold too?
Yes.
Not good.
Millimeter.
Oh.
Probably the only historical pistol I own besides another Smith. That one, there's no telling how many people it's killed. I'll be honest with you. I really don't want to think about it either. How you been, Bill?
Good, you alright?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Brought a little piece you don't see very often.
Do what? What's that? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's got all the Waffen marks on it, so it's from
Oh, really?
from 41, I think.
Huh. Did you just get that, or?
No, I've had it for a couple of years. I bought it from Cabela's, believe it or not. $400.
I'm sure you're crazy for
Bought it at Cabela's for about $400. Now worth over $100. I just shoot it occasionally because it's nice to shoot. No. It's probably cursed, but you know.
it. Yeah.
Like I said, I let my Jewish buddies shoot it. Didn't tell them what it was. I was pretty pissed. And it might have just rode in somebody's holster for all I know. So, I don't know.
Well, I don't see any angry ghosts hanging around it, so.
Okay, holds 8 rounds. So this one's a little bit different. The has a decocker safety. Safety goes up forward. So I'll recock it. Otherwise, if you're familiar with shooting a Beretta 92, it's actually the predecessor to that. It does have a heel mag release, so if you know how to release that, great. If you don't, pull that lever backwards and the magazine will drop out.
Well, like a Ruger 22.
Kinda like how the old ones used to be. Yep. Can't use Bixby while recording.
8 rounds instead of 15 like the other.
Yep. We're going backwards in technology. Same hole.
Ow. Ow.
Maybe it is cursed. Nice.
Ow. I need an umbrella.
Modern classic.
I fell in love.
Yeah, it's a full size government model instead of the Commander. So if some people like the Commander, I'm kind of indifferent.
I like a commander length slide with an officer's length frame.
All right. So it's almost like.
Well, that's the perfect concealed carry gun for me.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what you're. Okay.
The officer's length frame is shorter,
Little short guy.
you know. And that's and the commander length barrel is a 4 1/4,
Right,
as opposed to
okay.
officer's 3 1/2 inch and
the government
full size 5 inch.
The government is 5, and then I guess your hardballer is like 7 or something like that, or 6.
I'd love to get a hardballer,
I think that's what it's called.
by AMT.
Yeah. Except AMT built them in really crazy.
Heck, I wouldn't mind
calibers,
getting a Glock 17L. That'd be a fun little range gun.
Except AMT built them in like 30 carbine and all kinds of wild shit.
No, the 30 carbines was the automatic 3s. They made the automatic 3 and 30 carbine and 9mm Winchester mag.
That's what it was. Okay. Well, I haven't shot the green stuff out of this thing in a while, so let's see if it wants to behave or not. We had a really weird looking jam there. What the hell happened there? Failed to eject. Those poly-coated bullets are a little out of spec. Sometimes they'll feed and sometimes they won't, and I'd like to go ahead and just use the rest of them up. All the rest of those are all plated though. So combat hold.
I'm not liking the checkering on this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mosin beak drill. That's what the.
Oh, I missed that last one. Super Red Hawk and 44 Alaskan or 44 Magnum, and he goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Why not?"
44 Magnum, snub nose. This is going to be interesting.
So we're going to start off with 44 specials, though. These are about equivalent to a 45 ACP ish.
So it's like a warmer 44 special load, but way below 44 Magnum.
Oh yeah, this is actually a fairly hot 44 special. This is about as hot as you can really go.
About what Elmer Keith would have loaded.
Huh?
Actually, Elmer Keith was known for loading them even harder than you ever should have.
Yeah, that's why they went ahead and they went to Magnum cases so he could.
Wow, holding hard.
So very nice, very pleasant.
Except for the fact you're keyholing hard.
I'm not key holding actually. What's going on is these bullets are not moving fast enough to punch through the paper correctly.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
It's not that. It's just tearing the paper. That's it. So it's round. It's just not. It's just all it's doing is just tearing the paper. So it's hitting it. It's not moving fast enough to punch a hole through it because of the way the bullet face is. It's just not very sharp. It might as well be a round nose. I know I've looked at that and I'm going like, what the hell? And I roll the paper back. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. So go ahead and put 6 through that.
There you go.
And then we're going to go on to the silly things. I went ahead and got some pizza ordered for us. I just ordered you a medium pepperoni plastic hand toss from Domino's. Hope that'll work. Between that and the sandwich.
Now, of all these guns that Vance has, this one right there has the sweetest trigger pull, in my opinion.
I hope so.
Pull it slightly to the right.
Here comes the fun bit because I forget which one of these is which. These I just loaded. I forget which one of these is worse. This one has Winchester powder and this one has 2400 powder. No, they're all Winchester. These are the meanest fucking thing you may shoot in a long time.
Wait, which ones are the mean ones?
All of them.
All of them. Sweet.
All of them. So I'm going to change this up.
This, my friends, is the devil. Vance loads these things. Oh, but max you can get.
So if they were shot from a 4-inch barrel, you'd be moving about 1,500 feet per second with a 240 grain bullet. So out of a 2 1/4, it's moving closer to 1,300, I think.
That's still going to be some stout recoil.
Yeah. So you're moving as fast as a 357 Magnum, but with 50% more mass. So yeah, about 30% more power, or something like that. I'm just guessing. But these are
They got some nut.
These are about as mean as I really care to want to load something that's not a rifle.
Oh, come on.
If it was a longer barrel and had more time for the powder to burn, I'd consider doing something hotter. But for a barrel this short, there's kind of no point.
I get an idea.
Okay.
Let's get some military surplus 30 carbine ammo and find ourselves a 3-inch Blackhawk and 30 carbine.
Oh, I'm good.
And let's see if we can set targets on fire at 25 meters.
Oh God, these are so bad.
Woo!
Those are pretty rough. So that's the Winchester powder for sure. I'm pretty sure this is the same thing. Smells like it. This might be 2400 actually. But we're gonna find out.
We're going to find out which one's which, huh? Maybe it might be the same.
I'll know by the fireball.
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah, this one has a lot harder push than this one does.
Oh, so now I know which ones I want.
Powder smells different too. This might.
So those ones right there on the right are the hotter ones.
Try those first.
All right. There you go. It's recording, sir.
Okay. Duck.
All right. So we're going with the medium ones first.
Well, there ain't no medium to it. It's just two different. I actually think that is the Winchester. No, those are all Winchester. Those on the left, I think I'm about half a grain below max. if I'm looking at the loading data on here correctly. Yeah, we're a full grain below max. So it's 24 grains Winchester 296. These are 25. So that is as hot as you can safely go. Man, it blew debris back on the camera. All I can say is hang on. How you like that?
Wow.
How you like them apples? And those are the ones that aren't so bad.
I have fired worse.
Not a lot worse. Yeah, the 454.
Not a whole lot. Well, that 454 wasn't a snub nose, though.
Yeah, that's probably what makes this really bad. But I mean, I'm feeling the shock wave on it back here. It's blowing my hair around. I'm like, ooh, that's blowing the target around 7 yards downwind.
What? Actually, we'll go with a good shot.
Good night.
And that was 6.